Hello and welcome to Off the Charts, episode 387. My name is Dan, and I shall be your host today. So cheers to you all. Yeah, I'm taking a bigger sip today. There you go. Before we start off, if you do like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Hit the little thumbs up and the little bell to be notified when I publish new content like this. Okay, so today's episode is based on a conversation I had with a few buddies of mine. And it actually was a genuine confusion. Like, I'm like, okay, this band sings what again? Like, is it this band that sings that or that band that sings that? You know, like that type of confusion. And all these bands tend to have come out all at the same time, which makes it even more confusing. So we're going to go look at confusing and unoriginal hair metal band names, okay? You'll notice some of these selections here are not hair metal, but there's the root, and then there's the explosion of, copycats or unoriginal band names. So we're going to start off, and like I said, maybe once you'll see the first example, you'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it now. So go and let me know in the comments too if there's some that are missing here, because this is actually an interesting conversation I had with my buddies, and it's like, yeah, this is anyway very unoriginal or very confusing. So we're going to start off with the word angel, okay? Now, we all know this is, Angel. This is from the 70s, so not really, it was original at the time, okay? So there's the band name Angel. Now, next up, of course, I got this all mixed up. Way to go, Dan. There you go. Okay, next one would be, this is more 80s. I believe the late 70s, early 80s is when their heyday was. This is an Australian band. In Australia, they are known as the Angels, but here in North America, this is what I have, which is Angel City, okay? So, and what makes it even more confusing is at one time, I'm starting to buy Angel City, not knowing that there was an Angels band also. And then the Angels discography does not match up with the Angels discovery does not match up with Angel City. There's a little bit of differences. It's almost like if you use Angel City in North America, you almost think like, did they only make 4 albums? Because there's only 4 albums with the Angel City, which is what I thought I had. Then I made an episode with my buddy Keith from Attack from Down Under, and he's got a lot of the Angels. And we noticed that there's a lot of differences between, and I think the Angels have 8, if not more, albums. Again, I don't know. But that was confusing for me and also a shame because I'm like, oh, okay, like, first of all, the Angels is not very popular here in Canada, but this way was a little bit more. But now you're like, okay, what do I buy? And after a while of thinking, you're like, why bother after this? I'm happy with what I have here. So anyway, Angel City, also the Angels in Australia. Next up, we've got, now this is where it gets pretty bad here. So hair metal, Sons of Angels. Here's the, not a bad album. And I want to make it clear. I want to make it clear here. This has nothing to do with if the band is good or bad. It has nothing to do with that. It's just the name, okay? So yeah, Sons of Angels, and there's this one. Like those two are to a point forgivable, I guess. There, because and they're the root of the problem, I guess. So yeah, next up here we got Sons of Angels. Not a bad album, but again, I was like, okay, what is the difference between Sons of Angels and, let's say, one that I got a couple of weeks ago, Little Angels? Again, nothing bad again with the album. Like, what's the difference between Little Angels and Sons of Angels? And to make it even worse, we've got Electric Angels. So that is just with the word angel. Am I missing any with the word angel? I mean, this is all I have. I own these, but is there any that I maybe do not own and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe he don't have that one with the word angel in it there. So that's basically the gist of this episode. So these three right here, had I been, and it has, again, nothing to do with the music here. It's when you're talking, you go, like, I'm going to read you a song. Who sings? Was it Little Angels, Electric Angels, or Sons of Angels? Who sings Spend the Night? Be like, okay, well, was it that way? That's what I mean by confusing. So there's the angel one. Next up, we have, okay, I'm going to save this. This is probably one of the worst. Oh, you know what? I'll go with the worst one right now. The color. The color white, okay? Or white's not really a color, and neither is black, but they both made the list. But, you know, technically, white and black are shades, not colors. Anyway, now we're going to go through white. So first off, and this to me is the worst, or one of the worst ones, because they all came out at the same time. And I believe you'll know exactly where I'm coming with this here. So first off, we've got White Heat from Canada. Again, if you haven't seen this one on this channel before, I've talked about it a few times. The best title of an album ever. We Never Heard of You Either. Love it. That's basically the only thing I really like about this album here. But yeah, White Heat. Then we've got White Tiger. Okay, this is when Mark St. John had left Kiss to form this band here with David Donato, which was part of Black Sabbath for like half a second there. Yeah, it is what it is. I've talked about this album here on Steve's Rock and Metal Invasion channel last week, where we were trying to get the other, to see if the other has or does not have the 10 albums that you have. So this is one of the albums I took out, and I knew he didn't have it, and of course he still did not have it, so I won. Anyway, so yeah, White Tiger was another really unoriginal name after White Heat. Probably the more popular one, White Snake. These guys are forgivable because they're basically the ones who invented the white. And I know, yeah, there's white, there's what, White Wolf. I don't have that one there. But anyway, I'll go. Yeah, White Snake is the root of the problem, right? When it comes down to it. So, yeah, White Snake. And last one. Yeah, that's the last one here. White Lion. Okay. And there was a lot of, I think it's even in Martin Popoff's 80s book. It was, yeah, here you go with the W's, the white, the, I forget, there's a lot of W's also at the same time there. I think it was White Lion, Warrant, Winger, or something like that there. But to me, the bigger problem is the word white. This one's not as confusing because each band has had, well, except maybe White Heat, I still can't sing you a single song from that album. But I mean, White Snake and White Lion, basically everybody knows the difference between those two. But then you're like, okay, no, there's more bands with the name White in it, and White Tiger. I mean, that album, it is what it is. And White Heat, same thing, it is what it is. I only bought it because of the title. I don't really remember any songs on it. So even though I've listened to it maybe 2 or 3 times there. So that is for the whites. I think there's like, yeah, White Wolf, White Spirit. I think, again, these are albums that I don't have. Okay, this one here was, okay, this is really, really not original. So these are 3 bands. I own only one band. One because I checked, and it doesn't exist on vinyl. The other one I just didn't bother checking. So we're going to go with, first of all, Smashed Gladys. Now this was I thought I was buying something else. Okay, let me put it that way. Because this thing was very confusing and didn't really care for this album, to be honest there. Social Intercourse. Yeah, didn't really care for this one. So Smashed Gladys is the first one. Then, this one actually would have wanted here. Slammin' Gladys. So now we got Smashed Gladys, Slammin' Gladys right here. And they've got a couple of good songs that I would actually like, but I don't think this ever been released on vinyl. Even the CD, I think, was a very independent-ish label there. So yeah, you had Smashed Gladys, Slammin' Gladys, and Smash LA. That one I just really didn't bother. I remember seeing a video on the Power Hour back then, and I think they're from Calgary. Smash LA, correct me if I'm wrong. For some reason, that's all I remember there. But yeah, those three, I was like, that one, especially Slammin' Gladys and Smashed Gladys. I thought I was getting Slammin' Gladys, but instead, my God, I'm even confusing myself just saying these out loud. I thought I was getting Slammin' Gladys, and I bought Smash Gladys thinking it was that. Then I listened to it. I'm like, well, this is not that good. So yeah, Smash Gladys, Slammin' Gladys, and Smash LA. The smashes are gone now. Next up, we go to and this one here. This one was another very confusing one. So we're gonna go first of all with Junkyard. Okay, so this one had blues, Hollywood, pretty good album. Okay, but again, this is the one where I was telling my buddy, he goes, and I still don't know the answer right now when I'm thinking about it out loud. I think it's so anyway, there's Junkyard, there's Jailhouse, and there's also Junk House. So Jailhouse, Junkyard, and Junk House. So, Junkyard is right here. So I was asking him, so I'm Steph, like who's the current singer from Autograph, which is now Autograph Beyond? Who was he from again? Was he from Junkyard or was it Junk House? And he goes, no, it was Jailhouse. So that's my point of all these confusing names that really sound and look alike, very confusing. So I don't own any Junk House or Jailhouse, but a Junkyard, I mean, if I see the others, I'll get them there at a cheap price, obviously, or a good price, I should say. So yeah, Junkyard, Jailhouse, and Junk House. Way to go, guys. Okay, this next one isn't too bad. There's a lot of, it was sort of at the same time. Mind you, I've never heard anybody make the mistake. Sorry, there's that. I needed some water. That's why I'm eating an ice cube. Okay, so we've got Axe. You're like, well, there's not another band called Axe. Sort of. This is really like looking for content here, guys. And Kickaxe. I don't think anybody's ever mistaken these two, to be honest there. But the logo is, I mean, look at the axe. It's sort of the same. I know maybe not for the second one, but yeah. Minorly confusing. Okay, I'm just, there you go. Axe and Kickaxe. Next up, we did white. Now we're going to do black, and this one is bad in volume, but I don't think I know anybody who confuses certain bands with other ones. So we're going to start off with Black and Blue, which is Tommy Thayer, James St. James, produced by Gene Simmons. You know, you guys know all the story with these guys. They never really made it. But Black and Blue, not the most original. They pretty much took the black from Black Sabbath and blue from, I don't know, Blue Oyster Cult, I don't know, and put Black and Blue. So I guess someone could name their band, I don't know. Okay, when I have a joke, I should write it down thinking, oh, this is going to be gold. enough of these improv. Mind you, I did an improv little joke on my friend John Clauser's, and it was like we can never recreate that. Anyway, black and blue. Next up, but I don't mistake these ones here. So, Black Eyed Susan. This is Dizzy Dean Davidson, or Dean Davidson now, as he's here, when he either was fired or left Brittany Fox. So Black Eyed Susan, again, not as bad as Black and Blue. It's pretty original there. Then we got Blackjack, which has Bruce Kulick on it, and Michael Bolton. Again, not as bad. I think there's another Blackjack also. So yeah, I was like, yeah, whatever. So there you go. That's that one. Black. This one I don't think I've ever showed on my channel, and this isn't very good here. Black Lace. Unlaced is the name of the album, yeah. Black Lace. I never talk about this. This is because it's not that good there. But yeah, that's another one right here. And of course, probably the most popular one, Black Sabbath, right here. And of late, we're going to go with Black Swan. They're actually coming out with, I think they just released, or they're releasing a new single, and a new album's coming out. So looking forward to that one. I do like these guys. So Black, not very original, I will say, for a name, or using the word black, but it does not bring confusion to me. To me, there's two worst ones: is the Jailhouse Junkyard Junk House, and Smashed Gladys, Slamming Gladys, and Smash Ellie. And we will finish. Oh no, there's two more categories. Sorry. So we're gonna go with the word bullet. Okay. So let's start off with just bullet. Ego No Mercy. I think these guys, are they from Sweden? Someone wrote, when I was doing that Thunder Mother live listening party, someone wrote, is it this bullet that you were talking about? I think it was Seagull Squawk. Is this the bullet you were talking about, that this is your favorite bullet from Sweden, or favorite band from Sweden? Is it this one? So bullet. And then, of course, we have probably the most popular, Bullet Boys. So there you go. That's another one right here. And my friend Keith sent me this here, Bullet Belt. There you go, Keith. There's a reason there. I finally got to show this on my channel. I think I did there once there. Is there any confusion with these three bands? No. Not even. But yeah, Bullet Belt, Bullet Boys, and just Bullet, plain Bullet. So that's one there. And last one, this is actually one that did confuse me. More because of the spelling. So we're going to go with, one of them is Hurricane. And yes, I have this version. Yeah. Gee, I wonder why this band never sold, because they made the most sexist album covers ever. So Hurricane and Hurricane Alice. Now, for the longest time, often I was like, is it Hurricane Alice or Hurricane Alice? And I was like, oh my God. So for the longest time, I couldn't tell you the difference, because one, this is a band I don't really care for. This is actually pretty good. I do like this one a lot more than this band here. But yeah, they have the one album. These guys have three or four, no, five now actually. But I was like, at one time I was like, is it Hurricane or Hurricane Alice? Like, see, here I was, and I should know everything hair metal. Like, I was reading Metal Edge basically every month. I knew everything. And then I'm like, okay, I'm talking to somebody, I'm like, okay, was it Hurricane or Hurricane Alice? I don't remember. And that's my point of having these confusing band names. Now, are there other, now that's all I have here. That's based, sorry. These ones I don't own, but in the 90s, At one time, there was Rage Against the Machine. Then we had Damn the Machine. And then at the same time, we also had My Sister's Machine. And I was like, all right, now that's it's not just for hair metal, I guess there. But yeah, very not original. Like, I mean, Rage. My God, sorry, Rage Against the Machine. We all know that one there. But the other two, Damn the Machine, I know it because of my buddy. My Sister's Machine, I have no clue. I was actually I was actually on the crapper, taking a power dump or PD, and looking at one of Martin Popoff's book. I'm like, oh, I forgot about My Sister's Machine. Oh, I should do that episode. There's another example right there. So anyway, yeah, that's my episode for confusing and unoriginal hair metal band names. Did any that I forget? Let me know in the comments. Not that I'm gonna rush out and buy them, but I want to see how low this can go. So anyway, that is my episode for today, guys. I would like to wish you a good have yourselves a great whatever, and we shall see you guys next episode. Have yourself a good one. Thank you. Bye bye.